Welcome to my channel, Afraid Stitch. My name is Brandy, and this is Flosstube number 2. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you find something inspiring. If you are a returning visitor, subscriber, certainly from my first Flosstube, that was quite awkward. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love and support that I received in the comments and the subscribers. It's beyond belief. It blew me away. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, really. A couple of thank yous. The 911 Stitcher shouted me out. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your content is amazing. I love visiting you. You're very inspiring, and I love to see your new projects and hear about all your adventures, and thank you. The Potty Mouth Stitcher, Heidi, I mentioned her in my first video over inspiration, and she commented and then shouted me out last night. I saw as I was going to bed that she had a new video, so I watched that before I went to sleep. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And this time I have notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. A little bit more about me. Last time I kind of skimmed over really quickly. I have a 25-year-old son, and my husband has a daughter who's in her 30s, and I have a bonus grandbaby from her who just turned 4. They live in Texas. My cross stitch story, I guess I never really got into that last time. My mother was taught, excuse me, or a lady that my mother worked with taught her how to cross stitch, or was trying to. My mother was not a very creative person, which is bizarre because I am totally a creative person. I think I was about 7 or so, and she, the kit's in the 80s. She gave her this little kit to start and do, and showed her how to do it, and it just sat there and sat there and sat there. And I had watched these things and really wanted to do this kit, and she wasn't doing it. So eventually I begged her enough that she just gave it to me, and I did it. So that started the cross stitch thing. And then, of course, I don't know, when I was 12 or so, my aunt taught me how to crochet, and then I taught myself how to knit. And I've always sewn. I say always. I think my first sewing machine I got when I was 3, and I will insert a picture somewhere up here. It's one of the Sears little 1-stitch. I still have it. For Christmas, my husband upgraded my sewing machine from one that I was given for Christmas at 18 by my uncle. So I have plenty of sewing projects I should do, but it gets, like if I do that, then I don't have time to stitch. So it's a balancing act and, problems. So anyway, let's see what else. Work. So I've done business management and bookkeeping for a large portion of my adulthood. At 40, I went back to college and got a degree in technical writing, professional and technical writing. Actually graduated the same day as my son did, only he graduated with 2 bachelor's degrees. Let's see. So I do freelance work, and I also do business management, bookkeeping as well. Wow, could I stumble over that anymore? So I work from home though, so I'm isolated for the most part, and I don't have a lot of interaction with the outside world. I am in the middle of writing a novel, actually 2, but one I'm fairly far along with, and it's been put on the back burner since December. Christmas got crazy, and then I kind of got a little less inspired, but I'm starting to feel the bug again. So I don't know when or if that will be ever published. We'll see. It's just more of a creative outlet at this point in my life. Let's see, what else? We have pets. Well, my husband has a cat. My son takes care of my mother's cat that we inherited when she passed away last year. Um, I have 5 aquariums with I have 4 female betas. They each have their own aquarium, and then I have an aquarium full of shrimp. So that takes up a good bit of time. Last year in October, I lost my baby kitty. My baby kitty. No, she was like my baby. Her name was Pearl, and I miss her every day. And this is a picture somewhere up here of her. A little life update is last week I thought I was dying, thought I was having a heart attack, but instead of a heart attack, it was gallstones. So after a emergency revisit and all this, I just saw the surgeon yesterday. So on the 15th of this month, I will have my gallbladder removed. So next time I see you, I will be less a gallbladder, and hopefully feel better. So anyway, moving on. I have a finished object to show you. It's not fully finished like I had hoped it would be by the time I did this video, but so it's also a start and finish. It was the French Country Witch by JBW Designs, and I did it on here. Let's see if I can show you this. So there she is. She was a fun little stitch. I think I started out in a hoop, but I quickly moved to in-hand stitching on this one, and it went really well. I like the in-hand stitching on the, like the bigger count stuff. I have one thing that's going on a 46 count. I try to do it in hand. I can't because, well, I can, but it's a pain. The Q snap helps to, spread it out so that I can see the holes better. Anyway, the French Country Witch, ooh, she is done on 28 count antique ivory linen and caterpillar from Classic Colorworks. So what I had thought I would do is figure out where I'm going to put all this stuff. I think this is going to be my backing. I want to make her into a pillow. I think I didn't say that. So I thought I would use this. Oh, there's a little thing. And then maybe some of that. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Or if you know of any good tutorials. I did pick up some of this, I guess they call it lizard litter, some walnut shells to use for it. I got another bag too because I think it's going to take 2. I know that you can get it probably by the ton, but I wanted to try it first before I had a bunch of it sitting around and nothing to do with it. So set that aside. Anyway, that's my finished object, and hopefully it will be a fully finished object by the time I do my next video. Let's see. Okay, I had some starts. The Lady and the Unicorn, I started that one on the 25th, and let's see. So here she is. Thea Gouvenrneur, I think is how you pronounce it. And people have asked me where I got this pattern in the comments. And if you go to her website, I don't know if it's still available there. I know there are other people who do this particular pattern, like other people, another designer. I don't know who it is. I can't remember. But they're the fabric is different. It's dark. I don't know where you can obtain this particular one anymore. It says it's 2021 is where it is. There you go. And so I don't know. You'll just have to Google and see if you can come up with it. I will see if I can find it. And if I do, I will put it in the description box below. So my start is not very big, and excuse the hair ties because, or the hair ties, the clippies. I needed something to get this out of the way. So I am starting in the bottom. Oh my goodness. If I could figure out how to show you. I'm starting in the bottom left hand. Is it the left hand? Right hand corner. Right, left. So starting in the bottom right hand corner. So that would be like in the unicorn. Oh, Claire, so sorry. So somewhere over here is where I am, just like right in here. And this pattern is huge. Like the pieces of paper are too big for my scanner. So I took it to the local office place, shop, whatever you want to call it, and made copies so that I could have a working copy. But I also had them put it in a PDF, and that was a nightmare. I had to go back because I guess the PDF wasn't high enough quality, and so I couldn't see the empty squares. So, if you can't see the chart, just because you can see the symbols, you got to see the empty ones too. Anyway, the lines weren't there. So I finally got that figured out. I am currently marking it off on paper. But I purchased the markup, what is it called? Markup Markup RXP app. And I'll get to that in a little bit. But this is back to, see, I'm getting off on a tangent. I'm so sorry. So anyway, this is actually 1/2. So that's what I'm doing that in. And it is a 27, I think it's a 27 count Joblin. And I really enjoy stitching on this color. And I don't know, it's working out well. I need to spend more time working on it. And I will, I promise. So anyway, we'll see how that comes. Let's see, what am I going to do with this stuff after I set that over there? What's the next one? Okay, so this is a new start and a new pattern since I was last on here. So it is the Scary Sampler by a Heartstring Samplery design by Beth Twist. I think I said that all properly. I was drawn to this because of the cat on the roof, the weeping willow. I loved these. I can't see where I'm pointing. The border, love the border. Okay, so then I was like, okay. So it says, I will die here where I have walked, and I will walk here though I am in my grave. So a little dark. It's cute. I like it. You've got your skeleton and your dog. And so, but then I noticed that it has the worm from Beetlejuice right there. And I absolutely love Beetlejuice. Okay. So anyway, I just purchased it. But I didn't realize when I purchased it that, oh yeah, the other thing, the pterodactyls up here. Love those too. I didn't realize when I purchased it what it actually was. And so apparently the inspiration came from all like books, shows, movie references, and she kind of gives a whole list of what each thing stands for in here. Like let's see. So Beetlejuice obviously is the snake sandworm in the yard. Jurassic Park for the flock of pterosaurs. And then let's see, Men in Black. There's a roach on the tree that I didn't even notice. On the, gosh, where is it at over here? Right there. And excuse my nails. I had dip done for a number of months, and it wrecked my nails. So we're back to plain Jane. I'm really hard on them. They kept breaking in like my nail bed. I was shopping one day with the shopping cart, and it got stuck like in between the metal of the shopping cart and snapped it right in half. And I was like bleeding and took everything I had not to holler in the middle of the store. But anyway, moving on. So anyway, Doctor Who is in here, Star Trek, The Fringe, X-Files, Lost, Stranger Things is the flower border, and I didn't even recognize that. I'm not a huge horror movie fan or anything like that, but my husband loves the sci-fi stuff, and some of the things, I'm very familiar with. Like the Bleak House is this is a quote by Charles Dickens. Books I'm way more familiar with. Wuthering Heights is the figure in the window, which is Kathy's ghost, if you can see the figure in the window there. Anyway, I just thought it was pretty interesting, and even though it called to me for other reasons, I really like it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to include all of it, but we'll see. So anyway, I have started it. I have a very small start, and let's see. I have a needle in here somewhere. So, I really need something to put behind it. I guess I'll just do that. So there's my little baby start on the flower and the border, starting in the, what is it? Yeah, the left-hand top corner on that one. And I am using, oh, that's something else. I totally forgot. This is also 1/2, and it's 1/2. I started on the 28th of January, and it called for a 32 count, but I got the 40 count in the called for color, which is it's Weeks Dye Works Cocoa, so it's in 40 count instead of 32, and 1/2. I think that's all I need to tell. So no, that's not all I need to tell. So sorry. I am using the called for floss, and I love these colors. Let's see, there's some Classic Colorworks and some sampler threads in here, and Weeks That Works. So a whole slew, and they're a mess right now. Sorry. Somebody told me to stop apologizing in the comments, so I'll try to do that. Let's see. So yeah, there's the colors, and I don't know. To me, the cocoa is a little darker than what was on the picture. Seems a little lighter in the picture, but we'll see how it goes. Also, I am using my ear pods. Is that what they're called? I just went blank. For my microphone. It's what I did last time, but last time I only used one instead of both of them. So I'm trying both of them, and hopefully that will help with the volume. So, okay, so we're going to set that one aside. Moving on, what else did I do? Oh, I started the Chubby Fox, but I showed it last time. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't get it out. So, the picture. There we go. I started the Chubby Fox, and I started that one on 130. So I have a little baby start. I'm trying to remember which way this goes. Oh, it goes this way. Okay, little bitty baby start on the Chubby Fox. be his chest and where his legs go. So I need to get this one finished soon. It's for my sister-in-law, and I am going to make some changes to it. I'm going to make it more spring instead of fall, and should have a little bit more done on it by the time I see you again, if not finished, maybe. And then what else is there? Oh, progress. So I'm not going to show all the things that I was working on last time, because unless I've made progress on it. And aside from those two, I've only made progress on one other whip that I had going, and that is the Chloe Crow. And she is going, oh, where's my picture? It's in here somewhere. Okay, here she is. This is what she will look like when she's finished. And that's the NARAxStitchPatterns. It's the Etsy shop where I got her. I think she is adorable. She's kind of like my Valentine stitch, and that's why I've been working on her, trying to get her completely finished. Oh, sorry for the mess there. So that's where she's at now. I think what I've gotten done is, well, I did her tail feathers and her feet, and I think I got her arm finished. I think that the only thing I had done was the bottom part of her dress, maybe, or just this part of her dress. So that's that. And she is done on 46 count linen. I can't remember what it is exactly. It has almost like a little pink tinge to it. Very, very subtle. What else do I have written down here? She's 1/2, 46 count linen in DNC. Okay, moving on. Let's see. So that's all I've gotten progress done on. As I was saying earlier, I am a Apple user, so I can't use Pattern Keeper. I got the markup RXP, which seems fabulous in theory, but for some reason I'm struggling with getting things just right in there and able to use it on everything. Like all the things I already have started, it's way too much to go back and put everything in there. But the new things, I think I will definitely use the new things. I like seeing how many stitches there are total left, how many you've done. I really think that having everything at hand is beneficial to see like what patterns you have kitted and that sort of thing. So I really like that part of it. What else? Oh, haul. Okay, we'll move on to haul. So the first thing, one thing I'm going to show you is a little awkward and big. So hopefully I can fit it in here. But I'll show you what it came with first. So I was watching Brenda at Brenda at Handwork Maniac. I was on a binge of her videos, and I come across where she was showing her stitch spot and all the things, and she had this lap stand, and I had recently gotten one off Amazon that was fairly cheap, and I sent it back because it was fairly cheap and useless basically. So anyway, she had this lap stand that I thought was absolutely amazing, and she went way into how she uses it and carries it with her when she goes places, and that she has two just in case something happens and she loses it while she's, the airline loses it or something when she's traveling. She loved it that much. And so I had to look into it. And anyway, so I got the scroll also from the company, but this is like, it pulls out and it's just such high quality. And of course this, goes up and down and it moves back and forth, and amazing. Go check it out. She does a way better job of explaining how fabulous this actually is, but I'm sold on it. And this is the first time I've ever used the scroll bar thing. And I'm really enjoying that too. So yes, so moving on. Next thing, so let's see, more haul. Okay, I don't think you don't care. I got another Q-snap. But let's see, since we've last spoken, I've gotten, excuse me, the Plum Street Sampler, the Beekeeper. And I kitted that up. I want to say, yeah, this is in I got 40 count Picture This Plus Fog. It's what I'm going to do that on. And I don't know if you can tell. I really love the color of this. It has like a little bit of a green hue to it. Let's see. I did get all the dye works called for colors, and I thought she was cute. I didn't intend to. I just saw her while I was getting something else, and you know how it is. So I left the store with her. Let's see. And then I had this one on my list for a little while. Golden Delicious, the Artsy Housewife. I just love the little bird and the border, and yeah. So I'm going to do it on a 40 count cream. And I want to say, oh yes, here's all the colors. I got the called for colors. I think it's a mixture. Simply Shaker, and lots of fabulous rich colors though. I like it. I don't know why I just keep buying. I've got to starting. I need to start more. Like I think I started 3 last month, so plans, right? I got Amongst the Crows also. Love this pattern. See it around a good bit. It's by Frog Cottage Designs. And I don't have the floss for this one yet. I did get the fabric, and let's see, I think it was the called for fabric. 32 count vintage smoky white Belfast. So, and then I got the Plum Street Samplers Friends of the Heart that I adore also. I haven't kitted this one up yet, so it's in waiting. I know this one is old or been around a while. I don't know if you call it old, but, and it's a stitch along, but I don't know exactly, I'm still fairly new to the Flosstube community and all, so I liked it though. Look at that. Oh, I saw, I forgot who it was. I saw somebody doing the flower one and loved it. So I went to look for it. And then I saw this one. And so instead of getting the flower one, I got this one, which is how a lot of things happen with what I see. I like that you guys do. I'm like, oh, so I go look for it, and then I get off on like the designer's other patterns, and I'm like, oh, well, I like that one just a little bit better, but I still like that. you know, and then that's how I end up with a lot of the same people, but different patterns. So anyway, in doing that also, I ran across, oh, sorry. This is by Carolyn Manning Designs, a daily walk in the woods stitch along. So I do have all of the floss for it somewhere. Yes. I apologize for the crinkling. I thought I had everything out. So that's a lot of, wow. And you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of it is for this and the rest of it is for this, which is also by Carolyn Manning Designs. Oh, Christmas tree. And I absolutely adore the vintage aspect of this tree. And it kind of goes with, excuse me, the tiny modernist Yule goddess that I have to do. Let's see. I'll grab her real quick. I have not started her yet. Yes, this one. So I thought that would be a nice duo, right? Cute, cute, cute. Christmas stuff to start sometime, maybe July, or I don't know. Is there something like that? Is there Christmas in July for the Flosstubes? And then, so I think that's all of the new patterns and or charts that I got. Oh, I do have one on the way, excuse me. I have one on the way that I fell in love with, obviously. Okay, so I don't have a large stash of fabric. So I ordered some fabric, and while I was there, I found this adorable pattern. I'll have to show you next time because she won't be here until Friday, and today is Wednesday. I don't think I said that at the beginning of my video, and I intended to. Maybe I did. February 7th, Wednesday. Okay, so plans. I think that's my next thing that I was going to discuss. Plans for the future, the immediate future in stitching. So I last time talked about my long dog and how I kind of regretted my choices as far as fabric and color go. And someone had left a comment, like I was just going to stick it out, right? You know, I already am well into a page of it. Somebody left a comment that said you should start it over and do it how you want to do it because, you know, it's a lot of work in the end and it will be worth doing it the way that you want to do it or something to that effect. And that's true, very true. So now what do I want to do? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think that I have any fabric on hand to switch this over to a linen. And I guess it looks okay. I don't know. So I'm just going to put this one on hold for right now until I make a decision. And I'm not going to pressure myself to make a decision because apparently I saw somewhere else or heard somewhere else that there is start a long dog on the 29th of February. So, and then you have to have it done by the next time leap year rolls around. I don't know. Maybe I dreamt that. Leave it in the comments below if you know what I'm talking about and where I can find the group or if there is a group or whatever. Oh, so back to inspiration. This pattern I plan to start this week. I'm going to join the Potty Mouth Stitcher along her journey with this pattern. I originally got 40 count to work on this with in Picture This Plus in vellum. But then I started looking through the pattern and I was like, well, So I went back and I got the actual called for, what is this? Is it 32 count. It calls for 32 count. And I chose to do it in less of a yellow color. And I'm going to do this in Picture This Plus Fog. So I think it'll be, there's that Picture This Plus Fog again with the green kind of. Love that color. So anyway, that's my plan. I'm going to start this, hopefully have it going by the next time I see you. That is the plan. I mean, I'm going to be, you know, on the couch for a couple of days and taking it easy. So hopefully I will have time to stitch. What else? Oh. So I was making sure, now I'm going to hold this one for now. This one I had last time, and I showed you that I had it kitted up. So got all the stuff. I'm going to start this week also. Or in the next week or two. The very next thing I'm going to start is Dirty Annie's, and I'm not even going to try to say that in French, but it translates to don't drop the potato. And I saw this on one of, not my nearest LNS, but one that's a couple, I don't know, 25 miles away. I was on their website looking for fabric, and I saw this. No, that's not what happened. I lied. I got an email that morning that they had new stuff, and I needed to go get fabric that day. So I just clicked on the email. It reminded me that I needed the fabric for inspiration because I really wanted to start it Monday. But anyway, one of the new things that they had out was this pattern, and it reminded me, it was like very nostalgic for me, as I don't know, it had to do with the garden. The pretty lady reminded me of the lady who babysat me for the majority of my life. She had all these little figurines that were just, and we all had gardens. So everybody in my family and in the vicinity had gardens. I don't know. It hit. And the butterflies, my mother just passed away last year, and she loved butterflies. And I don't know, something about it, just, I had to have this pattern. So, and I think it just recently came out. It's a 2024 pattern. But when I got there and I actually saw what it called for, it's all silks. Can you believe that? And there's like 20 something of them. So I've never stitched with silk before, but I decided that I would get some of the silks, like her dress. So, you know, that's which way? That's a focal point. So I'm doing the pink of her dress in silk. And then I also got, for this little goat here, I got that color in silk and that color in silk, and both 2 or 3 of the greens I think I got in silk, because all the stitches that were, sorry about that, all the stitches that were over 500, I think it was. So like one's 915 stitches, one's 1273 stitches, etc., etc. All the big count stitches I got the silk colors for, with the exception of the white. So I got that for her dress, and they do feel fabulous just in the hand. But so those are the colors I'll be doing in silk. And the rest of it, my son went with me and helped the lady. She didn't have a chart for conversions from the silk to DMC, so we pulled all the silk colors and tried to match it up as best we could with the colors from the DMC, and my son did most of that. So here's the other colors that are in this pattern, and some of these are duplicates of those silks, but well, duplicates, what we chose for the conversion. But anyway, we got all those, and when I get it started and I make a decision for sure on what I'm going to use for conversion colors, I will be happy to share what I decide to use if you're interested. And so this will be done on, I believe this is what it's called for. Yes, 36 count Confederate gray and weak style works. So I'll be done on that. So I'm super excited to get that started. I'm excited to stitch on with silk. And I figured since I have to have surgery next week, I'm going to splurge, and hopefully that'll make me feel better. So, okay. And what else? What else? What else? I think that's it. I think I have a little bit of editing to do on this video, so if you see some cuts here and there, that's that's what it's from. So thank you so much for joining me, and if like I said, I really appreciate all of the love and the encouragement that was shown, so much. It's very inspiring, and I hope that I can provide the same inspiration to someone else that I've gained. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Come back next time. And if you have subscribed and you're back, again, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, comments, want to, I don't know, bring something to my attention that I don't know exists in the Flosstube world that you think I would be interested in, let me know in the comments below. I will have all of this stuff. I'll fill out the description box better this time around with all the patterns and whatnot. And what else? Please subscribe. Follow me over on Instagram at I am afraid stitch over there also. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.